All right, let's start this shindig, shall we? Oh, Robbie hit the button. We got glasses too. I feel like it's a lot of, that's so many things. There's too many things.
Tell me something, girl.
Why you here for Christmas, boy?
Did you even bring any gifts?
I got some Christmas shits.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you sing, Stormy?
In the shower, yeah.
In the shower?
No, I'm like the perfect chorus member. I'm not really meant for dramatic solos, but I can do like Broadway.
Welcome.
Oh, yeah. That's easy. Anyone can do Broadway.
Yeah.
If the gays do it, anyone can do it, right? Okay, so welcome, lovers and friends. It's me, your boy, Miss Everybody. And my co-hosts aren't here yet. Maura's on the way. But Merry Christmas. We are joined today by
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanza. There you do. We are joined by the first person ever coming back for the third time for Love and
Really?
Metal. You're the first one. Nick's been here twice. We've had co-hosts, like fill-in co-hosts for Theo because dark-skinned Theo is here today.
You know the vibes.
Light-skinned Theo is always out with whatever his case of bitch fist is.
Don't do that.
Okay, what do you want to say it is?
I want to say that this is actually my fourth time here.
Fourth?
Yes. I came by myself. I came with
Lou.
Lou. I came with December and
December.
and what's the guy?
Oh yeah, you did co-host with fuck, I can't remember his name. Mir, yeah.
And now I'm back again. It's my fourth time,
Fourth
baby.
time, motherfuckers.
Oh,
So-
1, 2, 3, 4.
So if you don't know who she is, she's an actress, a content creator, and host of Chocolate Chip and Sip podcast, Stormy Pea. That's Stormy.
Woo, woo.
I don't know how you don't know who she is at this point. If you've seen the show,
Yeah.
I've been on her show twice.
Yes.
Loving Them, what's been on your show once, the whole crew, which is almost impossible. Obviously, if you guys can't tell, to get us all in our room is fucking impossible.
And I had so much fun when y'all came.
Yeah, it was a lot. You didn't. I wanted you to make a clip about me talking about my dick, but you didn't. Don't laugh about my dick being out.
You know what? I didn't promote. I think I only did like 2 or 3 clips that week because I was pushing the show so heavy.
Yeah, you had that live. Oh, so by the way, you had a live show. It was amazing. It was sold out. City Winery. You didn't tape it? You don't tape your live shows, do you?
No. We got clips and we got like promo stuff to promote and like for our ads and stuff like that. But no, we don't tape the whole show because if you want to pay to be there, it got to be a benefit of being there. One of them is that ain't nobody else want to see it.
That makes sense. Just have somebody with highlights kind of going around. So after a podcast, I normally forget what I talk about. Like I don't remember the conversation we have towards the end. And that was a great burp.
Did you see me blow it to the
Yeah,
side?
that was fucking hot.
Very ladylike.
Very cute. So after a pod, I normally forget what I talk about. What do you remember from your live show?
Boy, I remember just seeing people that I wouldn't expect to come. Like, I was just taken aback. Like, I hadn't seen certain people since like elementary school, and then I saw like my mentor from my church that I call my dad. He came.
Oh, jeez.
Like it was.
And she got spanked in case you guys don't know.
And I did, and it was just amazing. It just made me feel good to see that many people there.
It's just funny that you say your mentor. Was anyone from like your job, like your 9 to 5 there?
Oh no, people at my 9 to 5 don't know that I am a person outside of work.
I thought they did. No, nobody knows that. I thought you said somebody was trying to get you fired for you being you.
They knew that I am in entertainment, but they don't know that I have like a podcast and I'm Stormy Pea.
See, I have where I tell people like they know I come here on Wednesday. They don't have a second job where I just tell them I'm a video editor and a producer. They normally stop asking questions, but 2 or 3 people did somehow find me. I don't know how because my name is not. I'm Mr. Everybody here for all intents and purposes. I don't put Justin Blank for anything because I don't want anyone to know. But I guess that's how you cover your name too.
Yeah, I know. Recently, I had started like popping up on people's TikToks.
Yeah.
But that's like the extent of it. And then it's like, oh, well, she just made a TikTok. It's not like, oh, she has this whole show and, she do other stuff.
Yeah, I don't want anyone. I mean, I don't care if like it's weird because I like when people know about the podcast. But people like my job. I'm like, I don't want you to know. And I'm like going for a job right now where they do like an FBI background check. The guy's like, is there anything I'm going to find? I'm like, no. But I'm like, shit. I mean,
no, not podcast. I mean, I already had my podcast before I started this job, and it was nothing popped up. Granted, it wasn't nearly as big as it is now.
Yeah.
But whatever.
What do you?
What it is.
You're like 2.5 years in, right?
December 16th was my 3-year anniversary.
Well, congratulations! Holy
Thank
shit!
you.
And that's in the past now because we are not filming this.
That's why I said that.
This was months ago. She had a live show.
Duh. Gosh.
We do film this a month ago, but just whatever. So, what did you do to get ready for your live show? That's different than. I mean, I was there for your first live show ever, and I helped you get ready, which means we just kind of took some shots, and I kind of calmed you down a little.
Yep.
Was that the same thing that you did to get ready for this one?
No. So this one was a lot easier because it was at a larger venue that's a little bit more established. So really, in all actuality, I just had to show up and go to sound check. So it was so much easier. Much easier.
Say the show started at 7. I can't remember what time. How early did you get there to set up for a live show?
I was supposed to be there at sound check at 5, but my hair ran late, which made my makeup run late. I still had to run home and get my clothes. So I didn't get there till like 5:40. Excuse me. I'm so belchy today. What's that?
I was farting so much earlier. Now I'm not.
Oh my God.
I think you took my gas.
I think I did.
It's.
You know they say it's going around. That and the flu. That's going around. The gas? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you go ass to mouth, you switch the gas from the butt to the lips.
Are my reindeer bells distracting?
No.
Okay, cool.
No.
Because I like them, but I wanted to make sure they weren't distracting.
You know what's funny? I bought an elf hat for Theo, but now he's not going to be here. And I wanted to make sure, I didn't want him to know what it was until he put it on. And it had bells. I was like, this would be perfect for Stormy. She's going to love this.
Man.
But light skin Theo's not here.
It's cool. Dark skin Theo holding it down. But yeah, getting ready for the live show. I just wanted to make sure that I had things that I could interact with the audience with, that I had content that they wouldn't be able to see anywhere else, and that I gave them all an experience that will make them want to come back to another one. Yeah.
I mean, I've had a great time both your shows. Are you already planning another show or no?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Same place or?
No, not the same place. I have recently switched venues, but we are trying to do something for Valentine's Day.
Oh, that'd be fucking cool.
And you won something at the show.
I won a rose from Erotic Boudoir. Thank you, Nick.
Did you use it?
I did.
How was it?
Well, I guess I did. Well, I used it.
You charged it.
I charged it, and then I used it on somebody. I mean, I guess I was the one that was putting the rose in the needed area. That makes sense.
So you were the gardener.
Yeah, I was the gardener.
Okay.
And then the hoe was.
Okay, yep, and we're gonna go. Was there another question?
And then the hoe, but the hoe. I don't want to say it because I don't.
Is there another question?
So what did you do after the show?
Yo, after the show, we all went to LB's Lounge. Shout out to LB's. And when I say we all, I mean everyone else but me, because I was very intoxicated.
Did you drink before, like heavy before the show or during the show?
No, I didn't drink heavy before the show, but afterwards, like after my meet and greet, like soon as I got down off the stage, I took way too many shots and it kicked in real fast.
Yeah.
And so everyone's like, yeah, we're going to LB's. And I'm like, yeah. I did not make it to LB's.
Yeah. What kind of shots did you take to get you there?
It was all tequila, but it was a different tequila. I don't know what kind it was, but I love tequila.
Tequila fucks me up so. Like I'm telling you, on your show,
Cordy,
tequila,
lightweight.
Every time I take 1 shot, 2 shots of tequila, 1 shot tequila, 2 shot tequila, 3 shot tequila, 4 shots. I am so fucked up. I will say whatever and do whatever.
But you know what I think it is? You don't pace yourself. You will take 4 shots of tequila back to back to back.
But I can do that with whiskey and everything else. It's just tequila for some reason. I always thought that was bullshit, that different alcohols affect people differently. But tequila really does. That's like, Robbie's seen me on tequila here multiple times. You're supposed to have a microphone, Robbie.
Robbie's seen a lot of things. He told me some stuff before we started.
You want to hear the most embarrassing thing about me and Robbie?
Robbie said, hell no.
Me and Robbie have known each other, 25 years?
Y'all had a sword fight?
I won. He did beat me up when I was drunk once. When I was passed out on the ground, he beat me up. We beat each other. My brother came down, I think we were taking shots of vodka. We took him like...
Oh, my dad. I had to leave.
What?
Come get your son. He's beating up my brother who's passed out drunk.
Oh, my God.
Apparently he was throwing a chair at me or something.
Oh, y'all be getting lit.
We used to. Robbie has never been a big drinker, though. So during your live show, your brother and your dad were there. What did they think of the show?
So me and my brother have a very strange relationship. Whereas first, he does not recognize me as his older sister. He will tell people that's my older brother. He calls me Ron.
Okay.
Like that is our relationship. So when I'm being sexual or I'm being Stormy Pea, like he's just my #1 fan. Like I'm not his sister in that moment. Like he just has his camera out like, Yeah, like
Yeah.
even afterwards, he was like, people kept coming up to me like, how can you watch this? And I'm like, cause that's my homie. Fuck you mean? Like he's just a supporter. That's just what he does. Shout out to Taylor.
What about your dad? What did he think?
Like I said, it wasn't my real dad. It was someone that I grew up with, a mentor in my church, who me and my little brother call my dad. But he's so funny. Like everybody that was sitting at his table, like, oh my God, he had us dying. Like he just was being an elderly man in that type of venue. So like he was just losing his mind. He couldn't believe it. Now
in case people don't know what happened in the show, because we're kind of beating around the bush what actually happened. So you did get spanked.
I did.
And you did have somebody there on what did you call it? Boob patrol or nipple patrol?
On titty patrol. Shout out to Wayne, even though you did a horrible job. Wayne, wherever you may be in the world right now, you did not do good. Okay? You didn't do good. I don't want you to think you did good. I don't know if somebody told you did a great job. You let me down. You let the audience up like they was fine with it, but you let me down.
So you did get bent over and spanked, and during that, your brother. I actually have a video, Robbie. Do you mind pulling up the TV? Because I was curious about this. So I was sitting, basically, I could basically see your boobs, and then your brother over your shoulder while you were getting spanked. No, I have it on Bluetooth. Oh yeah, the TV. Silly me. But so I wanted to show the video of when you were getting.
Oh man,
spanked.
I'm excited. I hope I look good.
I don't think you've seen this angle before. I'll send it to you after the show. And
I hope it's a good angle.
I don't think there's a bad angle for boobs. I don't think there's ever been a bad angle for boobs.
Oh man,
and I think you have pretty good boobs. We'll see.
I do. Thank you.
And you did say they were growing.
Yeah, they are like real shit. I think I'm going through another round of puberty.
You think it's like
you were sitting over here? I thought you were on the other side. You were sitting over here. Okay.
I was sitting right over here.
That is my brother right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait till you see his face in the beginning, Robbie. You got that one recorded? All right, so we're recording on everything. So I'm about to play for the editing. It's not. Can you turn the volume on that?
Oh man, look at this pony! Shout out to him.
So there's your brother. He's like, oh no, I gotta watch my sister get spanked right now. There's your boobs.
The boobs are looking nice. Why you zoomed in on my brother? And that's my dad.
There's your dad. Ooh! Your brother, your dad. Oh, your poor father.
Oh, there you go. He's not done.
Yo, I am crying.
One more.
Oh, your dad can't handle it. He's turning away. So, oh no.
Yo, this is amazing.
I think this is the best angle of the whole. I mean, boobs look great right there. Wow. Now your brother, he pulls out a video and he's videoing his sister getting spanked with her boobs out. Look, your dad's waving a hat. He's getting into it.
Bring that shit back like LeBron. We gotta bring it back over here.
Here comes the big spank. Your brother's recording it. And he's your blood brother, correct? Okay. If my sister's getting spanked, I would be defending honors left and right.
Oh my God. This is
Here we go. The big spank brother's still recording.
My name is not Toby. Yeah, there you go.
You think Lisa's is getting turned on right now?
he hates me probably.
Nah. Snap your wrist. Snap your wrist.
Stanley's a jerk.
There goes your brother recording. Your dad can't even look. He's like, Jesus.
Wayne, that's Wayne.
There goes Wayne on Titty Patrol.
Okay, can I say a few things?
Yeah. So explain it.
First, like I said, when I'm in like Stormy mode, like that's not my little brother's not like that's my sister. He's like, yo, that's like, I support her. So and I didn't even see this angle. So I didn't even know he pulled this camera out. Mm-hmm. But like in my mind, he's just like, yo, like I support her. I'm her #1 fan. Like I'm gonna get this too. Now my dad, He was over there having a conniption, but everyone had already told me your dad was having a fit. Like he just
like a fun fit or
a fun fit.
Okay, I was gonna say.
That's why you saw
I can't believe they're whooping my daughter.
No, that's why you saw him like waving his hat and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, man. And the reason why I say Stanley's a bitch. Okay,
Let's get back to Stanley, that motherfucker.
Motherfucker. Why would he start the chant? Whoop that trick.
Oh, he was on Nipple Patrol.
Stanley?
Oh wait.
Stanley was the DJ.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Oh.
Stanley started the chant, whoop that trick.
Now, Lizus did come here before for this show, and he brought Harley Lee.
Shout out to Harley.
Have you ever met her?
Yeah, she did the show.
She whooped my ass. We did a trade-off. Everything that Lizus did to her, she did to me.
How was that?
That was, I mean, I
don't remember seeing that clip. Y'all should have put that out.
I have a girlfriend, so it's hard to put some clips out. But I did get electricity on my nipples. She beat the shit out of me, and she did a lot of rubbing. She did a lot of rubbing. Anyway.
Some aftercare. You have to make sure you're taking
I was like, you need to stop
body.
rubbing me. I was like, beat the shit out of me. Just don't rub me.
Just beat me the fuck up.
No, but I enjoyed it. Did you enjoy your whippings?
Absolutely. I love back play. I have like paddles and stuff like that and whips and stuff at home.
At home that you use regularly?
Yeah. Well, not regularly because, I ain't having sex right now. But, yeah.
When's the last time you had sex?
Yo, I know last time we talked about me being purposeful with my pussy.
Yeah.
Dog, that shit is like a desert now.
Too purposeful.
Way too purposeful. Like, who the fuck do I think I am? I am way too purposeful with my pussy. Like, oh my God. I think within the last 3 months, I might have had sex maybe 4 or 5 times.
In the past 3 months? Mm-hmm. Same guy or?
2 guys.
Okay.
But I'm going to say, no, 1 guy.
No, one?
1 guy.
Do I know this guy?
No.
I thought it was Stan.
Why do you think I'm having sex with Stan?
I don't know. You guys have like a thing, like a little thing going on. I'm not saying a sexual thing. I'm just saying you guys talk, and I don't know.
No.
Who knows what goes on behind closed doors?
If you're watching this, Stanley.
No, the whole world thinks that you're. No, I'm kidding.
No, but it's funny though because I'm sure a lot of people probably think that, but we just I don't know. It's weird. We are how me and my little brother probably should act. Mm-hmm. So no, not us.
Not us. Yeah, it was funny because I'm thinking like if my sister was up there on stage, like that wouldn't be something I would be doing. I wouldn't be videoing at all. I probably wouldn't even be there, honestly.
Really?
But so when you started your podcast, so when I started this podcast,
and my little brother lives in Florida. He flew up for my show.
Did you pay for it or did he pay for it?
No, he paid for it.
That's badass.
Yeah.
When you started your show, now your show is called Chocolate Chip and Sip. Mm-hmm. The show's called Love and Then What. Did you see your show going as sexual as it did, or was that just how you talk naturally?
No, I always wanted to be a safe space for people to express themselves on things that they liked. Like that was one of the corners of what I wanted my podcast to be. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of people don't know a lot of things, and a lot of people are vanilla. So like it's a place to learn. It's a place to maybe get ideas to try different things. Like I wanted it to be a safe space. I wanted to be a community for everybody. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
It's funny when you talk in the jingles.
See, I asked if the damn bells was gonna be a problem.
Rock the bells. No, but when I first started this, I did like it was just gonna be strictly relationships, but that got boring real fast. Like I was like, I need something more because nobody's just gonna talk about relationships like the whole time. Because not most. What % of relationships do you think is sex?
I think it depends what the age bracket is.
But
if we're talking about millennials, I think sex is going to be probably about 75 to 80%.
What's millennials? Are we millennials?
Yeah. I think millennials is like what? 25 to 38?
So 75% of your relationship would have to include is based off of sex at this point?
I want to fuck.
Well, but why aren't you doing it? Like you're good looking, your boobs are out. You're a good looking girl. You've been working out a lot.
Because I don't have a person. And the crazy part is I say I've had sex like 4 times within the past like 3-4 months. Like me and that person don't even see each other regularly. So like when we link, it's really like I may have seen him twice in those like 4 months, but we just had like sex 2 times every time I saw him. You know what I mean?
Oh, so it's a sex episode where there's 2 of them, so you're counting them as
separate ones. But if I'm not counting separate ones, it's really only like twice.
Is it because you're so busy? I feel like you're really busy.
It's not because I'm busy. It's because I'm fucking tired of niggas.
What's their problems?
And when I say niggas, it's very race neutral. It applies to you white niggas too. Okay?
Yeah, you guys. What the heck?
What do you mean, you guys?
You white guys, you?
Yeah, no, I just felt like I realized that I was settling, right? So it would be men that society says are good men, right? They have good jobs, you know, they don't have any kids, or they only have one kid, and they drive a nice car and they live in a nice house. And it's like, I am supposed to take this man seriously and I'm supposed to like him. But I might not be attracted to him. He doesn't make me laugh. I don't really want to spend time with him, but society says this is who I should be locking down. So I was spending time and giving coochie to him when I didn't even really like him. You know what I mean? And then there will be attractive men that I might not have locked because they wasn't funny, you know, or I didn't want to spend time with them. Like, spending time with them really made me roll my eyes so hard. And then it was like the fuck boys, the ain't shit niggas. But I realized, like, I really was settling and I wasn't finding all the things that I want in one person. And I think that's just what I want. Like, getting dick is way too easy for me right now. It's not a challenge anymore, so it's not fun anymore. So now...
But it shouldn't be the getting the dick. It should be having the dick.
It's not fun anymore. It's easy, okay? So now I feel like I don't want to settle anymore. I just want something that has all those things and also has some dick.
So you're saying guys with good jobs don't have good dick?
No, I'm just saying that the guys that I was running into had good jobs and they were boring.
In the bedroom or?
In life, I don't want to hang out with you. Like, I don't want to hang out with you. I don't want to hang out with your friends. Or it's like, because I am a lively personality, you expect me to be the clown in a conversation and carry the whole conversation throughout the night. I'm not here to fucking work for you. Like,
are you like this? Are you lively like this outside of your podcast?
yeah, I'm a clown. Born and raised.
Robbie, would you say how different am I from here, from like the outside world? I think I'm pretty lively if you know me, but if you don't know me, I'm really quiet.
I feel like you're like you are if you know someone. Like you just said.
Yeah, like, I mean, I don't talk about my. Yeah, if I'm comfortable with somebody, I'm comfortable with most people. Like, I have a problem with work where I can't turn this off sometimes. I'm like, oh, I should not say these things.
So you think you're really quiet if the person doesn't know you? They would think you're quiet. Is this before or after the farts and the belching?
I normally leave the room to go fart if.
What? That's an option?
I put on airs. You know.
Hold on. You leaving the room is an option?
I could.
But you don't?
I mean, when I'm in.
Yo, he's done it before with me.
I farted with you?
Yes.
I don't recall farting with Stormy.
You farted on an episode with me, and then you farted before we record. You farted on me here on an episode.
But my shit didn't stink back then. My shit now stinks. It's a new thing.
It doesn't matter when it's loud.
But farting is funny. You don't think farts are funny?
No.
What about burps?
No.
Would you rather have a guy fart while you're sucking his dick or burp when you're making out?
I would rather go home. To both.
Have you ever been with a woman?
Yeah.
What's better?
It's no better. I'm attracted to both equally, but I do know that I want to marry a man.
Okay. Is that just because of the traditional concept of marriage in your mind?
I think it makes my life easier if I'm married to a man.
In what way?
It's cheaper. Don't got to worry about IVF or worry about finding someone to turkey base me because I do want to have more kids. I also know that there are certain things that I prefer for women and there are certain things that I prefer for men, right? And I think that the things that I want to sustain for the rest of my life, it's more important that I have a man.
What would you say the features that you look for in a man and the features that you look for in a woman? Like, what's the most attractive feature in a man for you? And then most attractive feature for a woman for you?
They're both the same. I like tall men and tall women.
How tall does somebody have to be?
Okay, so for a woman, 5'10". For a man, 6'2".
Oh, jeez. Why? Why do women do that?
Because when I put on shoes, I am 5'7". When I put on heels, I'm taller than a majority of men. So if you're already tall, I don't have to worry about you feeling insecure about my height, which I'm not saying everybody is. But a lot of times when I put on my shoes, especially because I am a dominant personality, it will make a man feel insecure.
But what if you really love this man? He's 5'10". Why wouldn't you just not wear those shoes? Why can't you just wear flats?
Why the fuck I gotta compromise my lifestyle for his height?
But would it turn you off if you're going to a dance? I don't know. What do kids do? What adults do nowadays?
You're going to a sci-fi? What the fuck?
You're going
What are we talking about here? What are we talking about?
You're going out to the bar or something, and you're like,
Like, what are we talking about?
you go to the bar, and what do you want your man to be attractive to you? Why would I don't understand the point of like high shoes though. I'm guessing your butt's already good. I never actually looked at your butt.
I like high shoes because it accentuates my outfit. It accentuates my calf muscles. And it proves to you that I'm able to take a beating and keep on like going. Because have you ever worn like stiletto shoes or have you ever worn pointy toe shoes? They will fuck you up. I feel like men don't have the courage to wear heels.
I've never worn heels.
Wink, wink.
I've never worn
Wink.
woman's underwear.
Wink, wink. So, I mean, God forbid. Who could imagine that, right?
Yeah, I mean, who could see Mr. Everybody?
Who could fathom?
Do you have any? All right, we were listening to a Christmas song. Wait, was that a Christmas song that you were playing before we started?
Absolutely not. That was from the Black Panther soundtrack.
Oh yeah. So, what's your favorite Christmas song of all time?
Favorite Christmas song of all time would be, can I do a top 5 instead of a...
Yeah. You want to count down, or you want to just do a top
In
5?
no particular order.
Okay.
I'm going to do Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Jackson 5. I'm going to do, what's the Waitress song? Bah, humbug, here.
The Waitress song?
Yeah, isn't it? They're called The Waitress? No?
Robbie, nothing?
Robbie, Google it. Come on.
There is a band that's
The
called
Waitress? Hold on, because I feel like Robbie going
I feel like we made it up.
like I'm crazy. Hold on, y'all. So, if I am not mistaken,
It's Christmas rapping.
yes,
Christmas rapping.
thank you.
How's it go?
I said,
Let's see.
blah humbug. I ain't trying to get y'all flagged up in here.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I don't know this song.
I know it. Can't play too much, but
Yeah, we'll have to mute that probably.
Mute. Just put dolphin noises in between that.
as long as you don't do too much.
Great. Also, you know what my problem is? I will literally just put the Christmas station on and let it rock. So I don't have like favorites.
When do you start listening to Christmas music?
I've already started.
When did you start?
I started after Halloween. I
See,
started honestly a few days before Halloween.
I'm cool with the decorations being up.
Before Halloween?
And then I would be cool with 24/7 Christmas decorations. There's nothing that gets me in a better mood because I am miserable when it's cold out. I hate being cold. Christmas, the colors, the lights, that does, it makes me happy. So I'm cool with that being on 24/7.
Yeah.
You looked at me like you were so happy that I said
Because
it.
I am too. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's do this, yeah.
Like, I love the Christmas tree.
Hell yeah.
What do you do? Different color lights? Or do you white?
I do multicolor lights, but my decoration theme is always red, green, and gold.
I like the white and gold. Like, I like that. That's I don't know.
You don't think it's a little grandmommy?
I am kind of a granddad. If
Okay.
you haven't noticed, I'm a little old. A little old.
I don't know. You got your head backwards today. I didn't know. what vibe you
Mr. Everybody, I had to change up for
Okay.
everybody.
My bad.
I had to be cool for the rest of the world. But Mara's a few minutes out. I think we should take like a 5-minute break, drink some drinks, go potty.
I'm very upset that there's no coquito.
What's
Ain't no-
cocaine? I'm assuming cocaine. Is that like a fancy way? Is that like the Guatemalan way to say cocaine?
Coquito is a holiday drink.
What is it? What is it?
It's like it's similar to eggnog, but it's not eggnog.
Was it like rum
It's
and
a
eggnog?
Puerto Rican drink.
Oh, see, I knew it. I knew when you said those words that it was Guatemalan.
Anyway, y'all ain't had no coquito. Y'all ain't got no eggnog. Ain't no hot chocolate. No apple cider and Jack Daniels.
I
nothing.
asked you. I can pull up the text if you want,
Yeah,
where
but
you
I
said,
thought that you would have Christmas things because it's Christmas.
"Look at all the Christmas shit. I spent like $20 on this Christmas shit."
For the record, if you're listening on audio and not watching on visual, there are no Christmas cookies for Santa. Okay, there is no milk set out. All right, there's no elf on the shelf. Honestly, the only thing that really brought this thing together is the black Santa on top of the tree.
He's right there. But we do have some glasses, huh? Fancy. We got some. What is this shit called? Tinsel. We got a green runner. I'm wearing my Yeti and a tie that says Merry Christmas.
If you did not have this tinsel on the table, this would look like a Kwanza celebration. You do know
What's
that.
the difference between Kwanzaa and Christmas?
Kwanzaa is actually not a religious holiday.
What is it?
It is a celebration of culture, whereas Christmas, we're celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ.
Wait, what's the culture for Kwanzaa?
It's the black people, African American.
It just means black people celebrating December?
Yeah, so like instead of giving gifts on one day, it's kind of similar to, I think, do they give out multiple gifts for Hanukkah?
Hanukkah, yeah, there's like
Okay.
11 days
Yeah,
or something
so
like that.
it's kind of the same thing. They're like, I think 7 days of Kwanzaa, Umoja, Kuji Jakalia. I used to know all these. Oh, my fucking...
I didn't know this. I didn't know there was so much that went with Kwanzaa.
Yeah, so, but you're not wrong. A lot of people do think that Kwanzaa is a religious holiday, but it's not.
So it's not.
Don't try to come for me because I don't know everything and all the goddamn days. I said it in the beginning. I don't know all the days, all right? But I know the gist of it. But yeah, that's it. But
Is it just black people in America, or is it all over the world?
That's a good question. I would assume it was something that was created in America because we have had problems tying into our culture, but I'm not for sure. But I would say I don't celebrate Kwanzaa. I haven't celebrated Kwanzaa since my son was like 1, and that was it.
Oh, so you did celebrate it at one point. Why'd you switch to Christmas?
I didn't switch to Christmas because Kwanzaa isn't a religious holiday.
Okay, so you celebrated both.
So when you think about Kwanzaa, think about like celebrating St. Patrick's Day or celebrating the 4th of July. It's about culture. It's not about religion.
That makes sense. That actually makes a lot of sense.
Wow. So it took 4th of July for it to make sense to you,
It took St. Patty's Day. If you haven't seen me right here, I'm the tallest fucking...
Wow.
Tallest motherfucker you've ever... The tallest Irish man in the world if you're listening at home. If you're watching at home, I'm still pretty tall. I'm like...
If you're watching at home... If you're listening at home...
Yeah.
Think Peter Dinklage.
I mean, he's a good-looking guy, so I take that as a compliment. I heard he has a big penis, so...
I was just referencing height.
Oh.
Height only.
Yeah.
Height only. And the size of the head.
I have a big head.
Absolutely.
Is it just like my ego are you talking about, or...
You know, it goes back and forth.
So
Sometimes,
if somebody's only listening and they've never watched this podcast, how would you describe me as a person?
we're going to stick with Peter Dinklage. Okay, that's the first thing. Okay.
Okay, so you're picturing a 4'2" man.
4'2" man, really big head, arms are a little short for the body. Great smile. Wears a lot of hats, and they fluctuate between T.I., Talib Kweli, L.O. Cool J, and I know you're thinking, wow, these are all black people. I know these are the hats that he wears. It's really weird.
I miss everybody. I have to wear black hats and white hats.
Also, think of fedora. Who wears fedoras?
Samuel Jackson?
No. What? No.
I never wore a fedora before.
You did, and it was flipped over to the side like this. Yes, you did.
I never wore a fedora.
But yeah.
If you see a man in a fedora, you know there's something mentally wrong with him.
Listen, bro, you wear the golf hats.
Those are not fedoras.
You wear the hippie fucking Talib Kweli hats for no reason. You
Those
wear
are-
the Kangos. Why do you do that?
Because I'm an Irish guy. If you're going to celebrate Kwanzaa, I got to be Irish sometimes.
Like that. In that picture right there. What's that called?
That's called a fancy hat. That hat costs like $200.
That is a Talib Kweli hat.
That's a fancy hat. So everyone that's listening at home, I'm basically the fanciest person you've ever seen in a hat.
You can really tell by the red and green glitter tie that you have on. It
Yeah,
says
this
Merry
costs
Christmas.
$1. So I think it's actually $1.25 now. It's fucking they're
Ooh!
outrageous, breaking the fucking bank over there at the dollar store trying to get this shit going.
I like our green sweaters though.
Yeah, Santa, we good? What did you do to Santa? Ooh, that's gonna come later.
Okay.
I don't want to ask. I
Want
don't
to take a break?
Yeah, let's take a minute break. And we'll be back in a minute
Good.
with
my titties
Maura.
sweating.
Your titties are sweating.
Yeah.
What did you do to them?
Nothing. I told you they growing. They getting hot under the lights.
I
There we
wanted to go with the present headband, but I think the gnomes just works better.
Is that a gnome?
like
Oh,
gnome
they
one.
are gnomes. I see the nose. So Mara's here. Mara, what would you like to say to everyone?
I'm so sorry.
What happened?
I laid down to meditate. I put on a 30-minute guided meditation, and then I woke up 2 hours late.
Is
Sure.
meditate code for masturbation?
No, I had it. No.
You know what? I think
I can't even get into that right now.
We need to be honest, okay? What really happened was
Uh huh.
me and Maura came together and we was going to get you a gift, and she was supposed to bring it, but unfortunately she told me the store didn't have it. So she is a little late today, but we just wanted to show our appreciation for you.
Oh, well.
And instead, we decided to give you these nuts.
Oh, roasting upon an open fire, if you will. Well, how fancy of you. Maura, this is the first time without makeup. You did, but you still look great. I mean, I don't know why. You do so much work and you still look good no matter what, so congratulations on that for you.
Angel, thank you.
There are plenty of people who would still eat your ass from the back with or without makeup. So.
You know, I needed that today.
This is your daily affirmations. Let's all talk about Maura's ass and how we're going to eat it.
Thank God.
Finally, somebody eat my ass.
You deserve it, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We were talking about how she's only had sex like 4 times in the past 3 months. I think that's beating Maura right now. Maura, this is podcast. You have to talk to me.
I know. Well, yeah, something like that. She in the past 3 months. Yes, she does beat me in the past 3 months.
That's crazy. That's so small. I mean,
The past 24 hours though.
Oh, is that what?
Okay, that dick put your ass to sleep. Say
Congratulations.
That's what really happened. Okay, girl, damn. Shit. You could have brought us some pictures or something. Shit.
Do we know this man's nickname?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's an out of towner.
Mr. Miami? Mr. Miami, the man that will come on the podcast.
He would have,
But
I don't think it's a good idea.
because
He just can stay magically away.
he could just be somebody that nobody did.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico's gone, right, forever?
Yeah, he's.
But Mr. Miami keeps coming back.
Yeah, well, yeah.
He's like Corona. He goes away and comes back, just like Miami.
Right.
So, well, it's Christmas episode, so...
I like your head.
I
baby.
really
Look
like.
like
I literally. Oh my god.
What? What did I do?
Oh my god. I literally opened my mouth to
What?
say that.
What?
I really like your hairband.
The
it's
lights...
like a Christmasaurus Rex
Yes.
of sorts.
She did say I have small arms earlier, so now the listeners again are thinking that I have small arms. I'm a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Small dick. What?
Was that your impression of me? I like this bar. She's fucking talking about my dick. It's fun.
I am crying.
So speaking about my dick, do you guys have like different balls you hang from your tree now? Do you guys have any Christmas traditions that you guys do in your own family or by yourselves or?
Yeah, so my son is 10 this year. Last year was the first year that I didn't do this. But after like I put all the gifts out, I put powder on the bottom of my shoes and I walk from like the fireplace to the Christmas tree and then walk back so it looks like snow prints and he thinks like Santa came.
I was gonna say, does he still believe in Santa?
So
We're getting to that point, right?
I was just telling Justin this. I had went on a date the other day and when I looked down at my phone, I had 10 messages from my son. So I'm panicking.
Yeah.
And I open up my phone and it's just all shit from Amazon. Like, all he's doing now is just sending me shit from Amazon.
He's like directly to the source.
But do you tell him that this one's from mom and the rest are from Santa?
I do one gift a year while I'll say it's from mommy.
So
but,
maybe he thinks that.
Like the dopest one.
my favorite.
Okay.
So, but last year, we didn't do the footsteps and he didn't ask too many questions about Santa. So he's also older and he goes to school. If he was like homeschooled, he 1000% would still believe in Santa because I'm a cornball.
Right.
But now that he's like with his kids, I'm like, oh, you got your friends.
I have a question. So, all right, first let's get the Christmas traditions.
It's like don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah, he didn't say anything to me about it. I ain't gonna say anything to him about it. We still gonna bake cookies and be fat asses and eat.
Right.
But as long as he don't say nothing about it, then that's it.
Maura, do you have any Christmas traditions you do?
Not really. Like obviously, I go to my aunt's house on like Christmas Day.
Don't say obviously. Nobody knows who
I
your
feel
aunt
like
is.
there's like I feel like that you do those things. I feel like everybody does those things.
You go to on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day?
Christmas Day is like our day.
Okay.
I don't really do anything Christmas Eve.
Is it like a breakfast kind of thing, or you guys everyone get drunk besides you?
Yeah.
Everyone gets drunk and then you just sit
Well,
there
like
and
I
go.
don't think that they get drunk, but they definitely get a buzz on.
Do you know what coquito is?
No.
What do you think it is? Just by the way she said it.
Wait.
I kind of feel like I might. Is it like a type of drink?
Oh
Yes.
shit, she knew. What,
Okay.
I thought it was like Colombian cocaine or
So
something.
he was like, what's that? Cocaine? Crack? And I'm like,
Yeah, we're doing family crack.
What's wrong with
crack.
What's wrong
right
with
off the goddamn ornaments, just sniffing them off the ball.
What's wrong with Christmas crack?
Like what?
So you were talking about how in school, I can't remember what you said, but you said something about school. When I was growing up, as guys, there was the one guy who always had the first porn, like the first porn video you see, or the first like girls' boobs you see in like a magazine, like in middle school.
Okay.
The girls had the same thing. I know you had the Tinkerbell notebook. Was there something before that taught girls about like guys' dicks or something?
I was more enchanted by women
Because you're gay.
when I was younger.
And still. I'm still everyone should be enchanted by women.
I
Women are
don't
way
know
better
though,
looking.
How was that for you? Like, for me, we would have like sleepovers, and then it would go like to HBO late night.
You watch the L Word.
Yes, you know, and you'd like see boobs, and you'd be like,
No, we didn't do that at sleepovers. We was on a party line. Was y'all on a party line?
we would do like the like age, sex, location on like
AIM.
ancient roulette
Yeah.
or chat roulette and things
It's
like that.
ASL, first off, for the uninitiated. ASL.
Whatever. Clearly, I wasn't the one that was deep in it. My girlfriends would be like, "Oh my god," and I'd be like, "What are they saying?"
I fell in love with like twin girls. I mean, they could have been a 45-year-old guy. And I remember when we broke up, I was so heartbroken. I was like, oh, I hope you have a good life, but I hope he treats you right.
Oh my god, you're like 12.
Yeah, I was like 10, 11 years old. But I was so heartbroken. You want me to open that for you? I know your nails break a lot.
They don't break a lot. Thank you very much.
Well,
I saw
okay.
them on her story the other day, and I was like, "Wow."
Thank you. They don't break a lot, okay? But I'm just more so taken aback that at 11 and 12, you were head over heels from a 40-year-old fat man from Milwaukee. That's crazy.
Greg was a great guy. He treated me right. He knew the right words to say. I mean, when I was that young, anyone could go in there. You know what I mean? Like, your butthole's so loose at that point.
Thank you, Greg.
I mean, it's a tight butthole, literally, but metaphorically, anyone can get in there.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Metaphorically.
Who can protect their butthole at 10 and 11 years old? Nobody can.
Wow, this shit is getting taken down.
Right. So, Christmas, Santa.
Wait, how did you guys see your first dicks? So I saw my first boobs in like middle school with like a Playboy. How'd you guys see your first dick?
When I had to do my research, and
Well,
I knew I was
In college?
preparing.
In college?
No, in high school when I got the Tinkerbell book, I started freaking out. Like, I was like, okay, I don't really know what this looks like.
All right, can you explain what the Tinkerbell book is for people that don't know? Because Stormy's here.
So quickly, I started seeing this boy. It was like my first. Well, I had like my first boyfriend in middle school, and like I would literally have full-fledged panic attacks if I knew I had to make out with him one day. You know, like
She's
it would be
gay.
like
She doesn't know
Friday, and I would be like, like I have to go to the park tonight, and he's gonna be there, and I know he's gonna want to make out, and I'm not gonna want to make out, whatever. So there was that one. But then there was like my first real like boyfriend, where it was like in high school, my sophomore year, and I was like in love with him, and we dated for a couple months, and it was getting to the time is ticking, and I still hadn't seen his penis, and I was like, what do I do?
What's going to happen?
Yeah, I don't know. So then I had to start researching it, you know,
Now, what
to
exactly
prepare
did
myself
you type
properly.
into? What exactly
Like
did you
how
type
to give a
into?
blowjob. Like,
You asked Jeeves how to give a blowjob.
I bought a whole book and printed it out PDF form on my mom's household computer. Like probably $90 worth of
Toner.
supplies.
Mom, we're out of ink.
You took up a half an hour.
And I used her credit card to buy it.
Jesus Christ. Well, that was quite the investment. Did it work out for you?
It was an investment. It's a lifelong investment. I'm just razzle-dazzling actively still. You know?
I don't want to say, well, I guess apparently lately, the past 24 hours, you've been razzling and dazzling dicks left and right.
Not left and right. It was
Just to the left.
a dab will do you.
To the left. Oh, it's only a little dab. I'm sorry to hear that, Miami.
So yeah, that's how I first saw a dick.
I don't remember the first dick I saw.
Really? There wasn't a girl walking around your school with like a dick book?
If it did, that shit ain't never get to me. But I was like a butch until like 10th grade, so I'm not.
Yeah, see, that's
surprised.
when I started blossoming too, in a sense.
You're not a butch though at all.
No, but I was not. I was good off guys. Like I was infatuated with boys. Like I was boy crazed, but I didn't know it. It wasn't past like this.
Do the boys you normally go for have feminine qualities?
No.
What about the first guy that you were scared to
Yeah.
make up? He was very
Well,
feminine?
no, he wasn't very feminine, but he was he had all sisters. He grew up like with his mom. Like
So he's feminine.
he
So he
had
was
like the
in-
Justin Bieber haircut.
He was
you
in
know?
touch with his feminine energy, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he was not feminine, I would say.
He sounds feminine to me with a Justin Bieber haircut.
No, he
This
had
comes
like
from a bald guy,
fire
so-
hair, and like now
It was cool.
Now,
back then.
wait. Now what?
it's not the same. It
His hair
changed.
or his sexuality?
No, his hair. Now he's married. He just had a baby. He just got engaged to
How do
like
you
his
know this?
best friend. Cause
Facebook.
Instagram. I was friends with the girl that he ended up with.
Does that hurt you?
No,
You're not
because
mad.
I wouldn't want.
Did you ever see this guy's dick?
Yeah,
Did you guys have sex or no?
no.
Just a blowjob?
You just pulled it out in the parking lot, huh?
I just gave him blowjobs, and then like, I was so scared to have sex. You guys have no idea how scared I was.
Like, it would
of
come up like,
this.
he'd be like, hey, can we have sex tonight? You'd be like, let me just suck your dick.
I would be like, I'm not ready.
And then you
Like
just-
I was like saving myself. I don't know for fucking what, but I was saving myself, and then I didn't end up having sex with him for like probably a year, and I never ended up actually having sex with him. But there was this one time that we were both down the shore, like a year and a half into our relationship, and I found out that he was like having sex with one of the older girls at her senior house, and I was like, I took a condom and I was like, I'm not coming back until I lose my virginity, and I literally didn't come home until, like, I was so mad. Like it was
With him?
spiteful. No,
Wait, were you
anyone
guys in a
else?
relationship?
You lost your virginity spitefully? I hate that for you.
I know.
But also, shout out to you for reclaiming your pussy pride.
I was like,
Fuck him.
you.
Yup.
Yeah.
Were you guys in a relationship at the time or no?
In my head,
Oh, so you guys actually weren't.
Let me tell you something.
You were just sucking his dick.
More, I don't know about you, but in my head, if we was in a relationship, baby, we damn near engaged. If
literally,
it's in my head,
I was like,
yes.
how fucking cheap.
Wait,
You
how
would go
long?
out.
How long between the last blowjob you gave him to the time you found out he was getting laid? Was it?
I don't know. This is also when I ended up in Crozier in the mental institute. Like this isn't the same time
The one
frame.
in Springfield?
No, the one in Chester.
Why'd you end up there?
I tried to kill myself when I was 17.
Oh,
How
y'all
have we
want
never
this
talked
shit
about
taken
this?
Down. God damn.
Wait, why?
I was just like going through it, and I just felt like I like didn't want to be here anymore.
And now you're such a positive, happy person. Did that like change? Like, did you say, all right, well, I'm going to change my brain now? Is that where it started? Or was it?
No, I think I learned a lot throughout that process. Like a lot, I like worked my tools that they gave me and stuff like that, like therapy. And I was on medicine for a while, and then I got off the medicine, and then I just, yeah.
Still can't come. Oh, wait, I don't know. Did you come? Did you come in the past 24 hours?
The fuck is wrong with you?
You obviously are not a watcher of this show. Maura has a problem with coming. Did you come?
Yeah.
Mr. Miami, congratulations. It's been very long since Stormy. I'm sorry, it's Stormy. It has probably been a long time since Stormy came. I don't know.
Now, how did I get in this?
Wait, my thing is like, can we just talk about Stormy's show really quick, or did we already do that?
We did, you can definitely talk about. Maura was also there.
More, I didn't see you, did I?
Yes, you did. You came into the.
I was
I was
drunk.
there by myself, and you were like, "Mara, you're here." I was like,
I was drunk. I don't remember seeing Mark.
but I made my trainer come with me.
oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was like,
Oh.
I feel like you would. I'm like, you need to come with me. I feel like you would like.
Did they
this.
like it?
Yeah, he was like, Mark, what the hell? I was like, my bad.
And by the way, at the end of the show, Maura does more than worse than an Irish goodbye. I said I went to the back table to see her because she was sitting towards the back. I was like, hey, when the show's over, I'll come back here, say bye to you guys and everything. She says, okay. Then I turn around as soon as the show's over, and I'm like in a sea of people. I just see, there's only one pink hair in the world. I just see a pink hair walking out the door. I text her, I was like, did you fucking leave me?
Yeah.
She didn't even say bye to her trainer that she brought with her.
What? You just left him there by himself? The fuck?
This guy came there thinking he was probably going to come at least once or twice.
He knew people there. He knew people there, so I was like, he's fine.
You know what's so funny that you say that? Everyone knew at least one person there. Well, I won't say everyone. There were so many people who were just like, oh my God, you and you and you.
I like made friends at my table.
Yeah, you did?
Yeah, this one guy, he has a podcast. He's like, I'm waiting to come on my podcast. His name's Mr. Banks. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yes. Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Banks.
And I had him cracking up because I was like sitting right behind him, and he was like recording you, but then he kept like looking back at me, and I was just like, and he'd be like, close your mouth. Get it together, bitch. I'm like, oh my God. Well, because I was like, how many times did that girl come?
I
counted at least 3.
That's a good question because I felt like she was coming a lot. But I don't know. With women, they can. You guys
was
fucking.
gonna say, how do we know she wasn't faking it?
Right.
You guys really can sell that shit. I mean, that's not even what you get paid for. That's what you guys. That's like an obligation for you guys almost. Like you guys have to almost make it sound like you come. It's like a passion of your guys.
Okay, she did not have to fake it in a room full of crowded people.
I feel like she has to even more then.
No.
At least once, but she didn't have to.
Yeah, it was too many times for it to be fake. She was going through it.
It's funny because I feel like it was too many times for it to be real.
There was a lot of cum that day.
So is that like the cup half empty, half full?
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe one of them was real and the rest were fake.
Um,
Maybe she faked it until she made it.
Happy middle.
I was crying. And then I was like not sitting far from your baby daddy. And I was like, I saw him like just in the midst of things. And then times go, I'm like, that man's fine.
Wait, your literal baby daddy?
Yeah,
Yes.
my child's father was there.
Which I also just like love because I'm just like, that's dope.
Thank
I
you.
really fucking love that. Like, I think that you're just making your life so much easier. Like, dude, that person is in your life regardless. So it's just like, you might as well make the best of it. Y'all better, like, you might as well be friends. You were friends, obviously, at some point prior. So why the fuck not?
It's so funny because my child's father is the exact opposite of me. He is an introvert. He does not like to talk to people. He will not be social. He is a he's not a social butterfly. He will stand by the wall and be fine and not say anything to anybody. So when I was like, you coming to my show? He was like, yeah, but just please don't talk to me. I was like, what you mean? He was like, don't talk to me. But it's funny because the way he acts with other people isn't the way he acts with me. So like, to me, he's like me. But to everyone else, he's like just this shy person. And
Right.
he's like, just please don't talk to me. And I'm like, all right, I'm not. All right, y'all look over there and go my child's father.
I was fucking crying. And
was
then
like-
I was like, of course. I was like, of course. Why wouldn't that be her baby dad? Duh. The finest man in the whole room.
I have no idea what he looks like.
I'm like, well,
Would
there
you
it
eat his
is.
ass?
No, that's not my man.
What?
But it's not your man either.
It was at one point, obviously, if she decided, you know what? Oh,
But I'm sure
Listen, I'm gonna have a
he's getting
baby.
his ass ate.
I just want y'all to know my child's father is amazing. And if I tried to eat his ass, he's one of the people who I knew would donkey kick me.
yeah.
Well, that's obviously why you guys didn't last because you are an ass eater.
I am an ass eater, but I respect boundaries,
Yeah,
Justin. What type
like
of fucking
she's-
predator are you? Gosh.
I don't eat
Whoa.
ass, so
Whoa.
That's not right.
Damn. Predator much? Ugh.
it's not right for me to not eat ass.
It's not right for you to prey on people who might not want their asses ate, Justin.
Hey, I don't care. I don't want my ass ate.
How do you know? How do you know?
How do you know?
What are you going to do?
So, Stormy, your show, Chocolate Chip and Sip, has for a long time had no co-hosts. Are you actually looking for a new one, or are you good solo dolo?
No, I'm good solo dolo. I like having people on from time to time. But sometimes there are things that happen that I feel like I can only explain when I'm by myself. And that I have to get out. And that I know some of the things that I say are a little out there and I know everybody's not going to agree with. So I just like I like the alone time. My podcast period is like a journal though. I just like documenting and and you know, it's good because I can rely on myself.
Yeah, it's hard relying on other people to be on time.
More if you want to jump him, I'm down. Okay?
Listen,
I'm
I
down.
already did.
Why is that guys?
He thinks he's going to drive away easily.
Listen, I got my knife on me. We could pop some tires.
They're popped.
Okay.
Consider them popped. Okay.
Say that.
Well, I don't want to go to work tomorrow anyway.
Oh my gosh.
So there's a new game that I have here. It's called If You Had To. These aren't things that we want to do, but if we had to do these things, which one would you rather do?
Can I sing a song?
You want to? You can.
Okay. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the Hamilton soundtrack.
Yes. Go
But
on.
when you said if you had to, it immediately reminded me of Jefferson or Burr. No? If you had to choose. If you had to choose.
I've never seen the soundtrack.
Dear Mr. Hamilton.
If you had to choose, Kyle, Kevin, or Dan.
For some reason, none of those names register in my brain until I thought about it.
So let's do Mary. We'll just make this a Mary,
Fuck Kill.
Yeah.
I'm going to marry Kevin. I love Kevin. Kevin actually is so sweet. He reminds me of my little brother, and I am extremely overprotective of Kevin. Like, they all will tell you, I don't play with fucking Kevin. Nobody can play with Kevin. And I don't know if it's because he's around the same age as my brother or what, but I do recognize that I am dangerously inappropriate with how overprotective I am of Kevin. So I'm going to marry Kevin because I have to protect him. And then I'm going to... I don't want to kill Dan or Kyle.
Well, one of them has to die.
One of them got to die.
I don't want them to die.
I don't want them to die either.
They'll go down in a blaze of glory. Everyone's going to say, oh my God, I can't believe he died. He was such a hero.
Why did you sound like Mrs. Doubtfire?
What the fuck was that? Jesus Christ.
Did I was trying to cover a burp. Did I sound like Mrs.
I love the glasses, by the way. This really just brought it together. I'm not gonna lie. That's what you were missing.
I feel better.
No, who you killing?
I'm going to kill... I can't pick.
Well, would
But
you
I
kill
know I'm
both
going
of
to
them?
marry Kevin.
All right, well, both of them are going to die then.
About
All
me.
right, so let's just make this a Mary Fuck Kill. We'll do a Christmas edition. We can all answer this. Elf on the Shelf, Santa, or Jesus. Because, again, it's all about Jesus.
Well, Jesus is going to come back, so you might as well.
Kill Jesus! Stormy's like
No?
It's crazy that she had a good point.
Dear Heavenly Father, I would like to just stop and take a second to recognize that I appreciate you for all that you do. And I would like to take a moment to just say, with all my heart and all my spirit, I'm not with these niggas.
She said he's just going to come back.
I'm not with these niggas.
So, Stormy.
In your heavenly name we pray, amen.
Mary Fuck Kill. Elf on the Shelf, Santa, Jesus.
I'm not playing with God like that.
Who said God? Jesus.
Jesus? Mm-hmm. I'm not playing with Jesus like that.
All right, well,
Black people don't play with Jesus.
you can marry him
And then, hold on, wait. We talking about black Jesus or white Jesus?
Whatever Jesus you want him to be.
If it's white Jesus.
You gonna kill him, motherfucker? that white oppressor.
If it's black Jesus, I'm not answering. But if it's white Jesus,
Makes sense.
he coming back.
Yeah. Episode name: Murder Jesus.
No! Yo, this shit needs to be taken down. I'm taking a stand. Robbie, cut all this shit. Shut it down. Shut down the studio, Diddy. Shut it down.
Who you fucking? All right, so you already married Jesus, obviously, or if he's white Jesus, you kill him. So who you fucking?
Who do I have left? The Elf on the Shelf?
And Santa.
Elf on the Shelf dick is mad small.
Right, that's
Like
what I'm
what?
thinking. Actually, I take back my kill Jesus because he can turn water
Oh,
to
so
wine.
now you want to kill little people, huh? Is that your thing?
For this case, yes, he's useless to me.
Little people are useless, is what you're saying.
To me, right now, in this case scenario.
How dare you
Yeah, exactly,
be
Maura.
associated with Peter Dinklage and spew such hate?
I'm sticking up for Peter Dinklage
You know
right now.
what?
She says I look like Peter Dinklage.
He said, for the people who are listening on audio, they never see me. How do I describe him? And I say, just think Peter Dinklage. His head is big, he's short, his arms are a little small for his body. It's just Peter Dinklage.
Maura, who you doing? What are you doing?
Well,
You
wait.
got Elf, you got Santa, you got Jesus.
So you're killing the elf then?
I think I am killing.
That makes
I'm killing
sense.
the elf because he's an asshole too.
I didn't
Depending
even
on
think
who's
of it.
setting up your Elf on the Shelf. He could be an asshole.
He's creepy.
He can be an asshole.
I mean, he's literally this big.
I've never done Elf on the Shelf. Have you? Did your parents?
No.
Did you do? No.
No.
But it's fun to like watch my girlfriends do it with their kids.
Yeah.
And like the people get really
Creative.
Yeah, they do.
And filthy, but I'm gonna let y'all have it.
It's interesting.
Let's,
I'm like,
let's kill him. All right, so we're killing the Elf on the Shelf.
yeah, so Jesus is automatically already resurrected, which I called that.
So you're killing him for no reason then.
Well, he came back.
And now what do you, when you get that kill of Jesus, what are you gonna do to him? Are you gonna marry him or are you gonna fuck him?
I'm gonna marry him probably.
Okay, it's
Because he
sexless
can like
marriage.
turn water to wine.
But you don't
He
drink.
breaks bread. Yeah, but clearly he's in tap with some type of magic.
I agree. I'm a marry Jesus because Santa goes to 5 billion houses in one night and
Right.
leaves gifts and out. Like, what, nigga? You gonna drop off some dick and leave me a present and leave in the morning? What? I am fucking Santa.
Wait, I'm crying because yesterday I saw this meme and it was like, how do y'all want me to not have a sugar daddy when we just built this whole fucking holiday off this old man that spoils me and calls me a good girl and leaves?
And let me sit on his lap and tell him what I want. What?
Like, hello, quick math.
What?
if Santa was like, if it was like a sexual Santa, what would you, if you were to sit on his lap, what would you ask for sexually?
Sexually? Why can't I ask for a gift? Why gotta be sexually?
It could be a sexual gift.
She was getting at the fact that she didn't want it to be a sexual gift.
Yeah, but now Santa's sexual.
No, it's okay. It could be a sexual gift. Nigga, what? That's not, I just.
That's what we were rebutting.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's go with women. All right, so last one, Marry, Fuck, Kill. The Grinch, Jim Carrey version.
Oh
Elf.
yeah. Oh my
I
god.
know you love Jim Carrey. I know you love Jim Carrey. Elf, the Will Ferrell version, or Macaulay Culkin, I guess, like nowadays.
What the fuck?
Oh,
what does
easy.
Macaulay Culkin?
Easy.
He's a Christmas movie.
Home Alone.
I wanted to call. I didn't remember the guy's name from Home Alone. It would be creepy to say
Kevin
the kid.
McAllister.
Yeah, it would be creepy to say the kid. So I thought three biggest Christmas movies.
That's creepy to you? Of all the shit that's been said today, that's the creepy thing.
I'm not the one that's gonna kill Jesus and then fuck him and marry him when you guys are sick. All right, so when you guys are done killing Jesus, let's talk about if you want to have sex with a kid.
This shit needs to be
No.
taken down.
I would kill him. I would kill Macaulay Culkin. And then I would obviously marry
Don't say obviously.
Elf
Okay.
because we would just have so much fun for my life. I almost wore an Elf shirt that
Yeah.
said "I love smiling."
I was gonna wear that too. Yes.
It was
Is
really
it white?
cute. Yes.
Yes.
So we would get married because for obvious reasons. And then, who am I fucking?
You're fucking Jim Carrey.
Oh, right. Okay. Is he in the Grinch shoot?
Yeah.
Okay.
He has the Grinch
That's different.
breath and everything. He's gonna smell like onions and.
No.
What do you mean no? This is
It's
a
my
character.
Christmas, so if I want
It's how I want the Grinch.
yeah, like he would get a little makeover.
Oh, he would like take a shower, brush his teeth.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. There would be like gel in his hair.
You gonna give him some baby wear? Some
Something,
baby hair?
I would be like giving him a little
finger waves.
razzle dazzle, like maybe
Yeah.
hang a little bit of like bells from his nappiness if his hair is like stuck together because he hasn't probably brushed it on his own.
I like it.
Stormy, what are you doing?
I mean, surprise, surprise. I'm married Jim Carrey.
Makes sense.
Y'all know how I feel about Jim Carrey. Jim, if you watching this, call me, okay? Stop playing and answer these DMs. I'm sick of talking to myself in your DMs, Jim Carrey, okay? I've been watching you since in living color. You can't even like one of my goddamn messages? Okay, that's my Christmas wish. That's what I'm gonna ask Santa for while I'm sitting on his lap. I'm gonna ask for Jim Carrey to answer one of my DMs. I love you. I do. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna marry Jim Carrey, the Grinch. I am going to fuck Buddy from Elf because I feel like we would have a really good time. And
He's like enthusiastic. I feel like he'd be like excited to.
yeah,
get in there.
And he picked good lingerie. Okay, the
That's
gift for
facts.
someone special. He picks good lingerie. So
Proof.
I'm gonna fuck Buddy, and we're gonna have an amazing time. And he's gonna fucking build me a Christmas village afterwards because that's what he likes to do. And I'm going, unalive Elf. Elf on a shelf.
Poor guy. Wait, Macaulay
Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin.
I'm going to
Same thing.
same thing, but I'm
He's
going
not that short, I don't think.
unalive Macaulay Culkin.
Unalive. I'm crying. Yeah.
So we were talking about how like our podcasts have become sexual in their nature, like so Chocolate Chip and Sip and Love and Then What. Have you tried new things that you learned about on the show on Chocolate Chip and Sip since you've been doing the podcast?
When I started the podcast, I wasn't as into impact play. And I think when I started the podcast, I also didn't like oysters, completely unrelated, but now I'm fucking in love with them.
That's rich shit. That's why.
She's a fancy bitch
Period.
now.
Oh my God. I'm trying to think because I feel like it is something. I don't think I was into wax play before I started. I like bought my first wax candles when the podcast was already going. And yeah, that's it. I didn't have as many butt plugs when the podcast started.
I'm crying.
And I still didn't get my vibrating butt plug. When do y'all give me a vibrating butt plug for Christmas?
Nick, where you
She
at?
has a freaking. Do you have an Amazon wish list?
I'm going to make one.
I think you should.
I'm going to make an Amazon wish list. And put it
After
in
seeing
my
that
list.
room, bitch, you better.
What room?
The freaking sold out show. She better make
Yeah,
a freaking
make a
Amazon
wish list.
Ask and receive.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, can I ask you something? Mm-hmm. So where you were sitting at, were you with those 2 white women?
I was the only white guy anywhere, besides Dan, like 5 rows away. There was no white women around me or anyone white.
Yeah. There were 2.
It was just me, Dan, and the Maura all the way in the back.
No, there were 2 white women there as well.
I've
been trying to find who they were, and I can't. And everybody keep asking me, I'm like, what, Chocolate Chip is a safe place. Like, people can come and, like, enjoy themselves.
I didn't see any white
But
women.
they were in one of my pictures.
I guess I don't see those kind of things. Stormy.
Yeah, I'm like delusional.
Oh, so you don't see color, huh?
I'm colorblind.
You're one
Stormy.
of those.
I
don't see color.
I didn't really notice either. I also didn't have my glasses on.
These 2.
Let me see.
I'm fucking crying.
They were all the way. They were all the way against the wall, so they were far away
Yeah.
from me. Yeah, I do remember seeing them. Who are they?
Can I say?
I was wondering who they were too,
Mary Beth.
because they look like librarians. I was curious why they were there.
They look like wonderful people, and I want to say thank you for coming, because nobody that I know knows who they are. So
No idea.
You really came on your own accord.
Right.
I assumed that-
I appreciate that.
I thought they were people from your 9 to 5 when I first saw them, because they came in right behind me. I was like, oh, who are these people? I was like, probably someone you should work with, because they just seem out of
No,
the realm of creativity.
absolutely not.
No.
You know what I also enjoyed? That it wasn't like all millennials there. There were like older people there too.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, hey, what's up? That's what's up.
Yeah, there was.
I just like loved how you're like so yourself. I was like, okay, this is great, and it was like so like exciting for me to see you just like in your element.
Yeah, I mean, I just went up there and was like, all right, fuck it, what we doing? What
And
time
like
we
your
doing?
dad was there, and you're just like, this is what it is. Like what? Like
I
because
wish you were
it's
here earlier. Justin played this video of like you can see him and my little brother in the background just going crazy. It was so funny.
But like that's amazing because they could like judge you off of it, and it's like it's not that deep. And like I think that that's the importance of talking about like sexuality and stuff on these like platforms. Like everyone, like my really close guy friends give me a hard time a lot. Like they'll be like, because obviously like I am like so much into spirituality and like manifestation and things like that, and they'll be like, you shouldn't be talking about sex, like this, that, and the third. I'm like, sex and spirituality go hand in hand. They're one and the same. And I'm like, and you're trying to put me in a box by saying don't talk about it. Like, why? Who fucking cares?
Have they never heard of sex magic?
There's so many options.
Yeah.
But like it's just like oh, you're using sexuality as a band-aid, like da 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 da. I'm like, how am I using sexuality as a band-aid? I'm just not afraid to talk about it because I wasn't allowed to talk about it for so long. And I think that made a big difference for me. Like I think that's probably part of the reason I can't come is I have like all this like guilt and shame around sex.
Like a blockage.
Yeah.
What do I have to do to get your mom on this show?
There's like literally
Why
no
we
chance.
can't bring your damn mom on the show?
She's not going to be as fun.
Okay, well, no. What if
You
you
know,
make
like
her fun?
Mara's mom is like, I need to meet this woman because
She's an angel.
she
She's
talks about
so
how
innocent.
because I would love to play Don't Look Away with her. There would be nothing better in my life.
No, I would not let you. I
Come
would
on.
not put that
For how
trauma
much
on my
money?
mom.
$1,000.
I'm pretty sure my mom is
$1,000.
like
$1,000.
married 2.0. Like
$1,000.
Wait,
the fact that there's
wait.
only two of me and my sister is the only reason I know that it wasn't like
$1,000 to have her on the show.
Do you know
I was
what I'm
going to ask
saying?
like which Mary, but now I get it.
Yeah,
Got it.
like
Cool.
What about for $1,000?
I don't think, but I could use $1,000.
So get her on the show. Get her on the. There's no bigger. You know what? Little Dicky can go fuck himself right now. I want your mom on the
There's
show.
no
Tom
shot.
Segura can go fuck himself. I want your mom on this show so bad because all she ever talks about is my mom. Oh no, my mom. She always talks about how she's a little angel baby. I was like, Don't Look Away would be the greatest game ever. Her reactions would be better than anyone else's reactions because
So you're just going to exploit her mom? Exploit
Right.
your mom
you
first. then can
exploited
exploit her
exploited your
mom.
dad and your brother and then that poor man who had to watch your titties all night. Poor guy.
Technically, Wayne paid his money and he got a show. That's the first thing. Second thing is, my dad and my little brother were there supporting me,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Yeah, I want her mom to come here and support us.
Okay, shit. Her mom will come on after you bring your mom on.
My mom supports us by not watching the show.
Or why don't you do both your moms for Mother's Day?
Oh,
Tell me. If I will bring Jesus here himself to get your mother here. Whatever it takes to get your mother here will be. Like, I literally all I want is Mara's mom on
I
the show.
think Mother's Day is the perfect setup.
I don't know if she would because of her job too.
What does she do? You don't have to say the company.
She like runs a she runs community outreach for one of the bigger like hospital
We gotta have her, please. We don't have to say what she does for work. We don't. We can put a mask on her.
Y'all gonna give her mom a poo shiesty mask?
Actually, we can't do a mask because we need to see her reactions. How about we give her the fake nose and the mustache with the glasses?
It's my mom. Like, she wouldn't need a disguise. That's the whole point.
The bigger of the show, all I would doesn't matter. You know what? Just ruin Christmas right now. Ruin Christmas. I'm gonna become Jewish and fucking celebrate whatever they celebrate. So, are there things that you want to try that you haven't tried, Stormy? That you've heard on your show?
I didn't hear it on my show, but I want to be fed while I'm being fucked.
What would you like to be fed?
Lamb chops. I'm not even trying to be funny. I want to be fed food, like real food, while I'm being fucked. Like, I want you to be deep in my guts and then feeding my guts at the same time.
That's so much work.
I
See,
know,
when you said that, my
want.
mind like instantly went to like
Probably some little ass
Strawberries.
grapes or something, right?
No, like cake or like a cupcake.
Cake is cute. I'll do some cake, but I need like a big, thick slice of cake and like put it on my mouth. You know, like stuff it. Like, I don't want like no little piece of cake. Like, stuff it on my face and like drill me. I want it. I can't find it.
I feel like you haven't asked for that.
That'd be a weird thing. That'd be a hard thing to ask for.
Okay,
Hey, can you feed me?
Hey, excuse me, if you have a few seconds, would you mind feeding me while you fuck me? Is that cool?
That's what I'm saying. You gotta like next time you have someone over to have sex, just have lamb chops.
Have
there.
my fucking. Oh shit! You might be.
Take your pants off while you're cooking
Or like
lamb
you
chops.
go in the kitchen and you don't have like pants on. That's what I did yesterday. I was like, I'm just gonna just show up.
When you
naked.
said it, it was fine. When I said it, she gave me a dirty look, but you instantly backed it up and it was okay.
You don't have a vagina. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go pee and look at my vagina. I don't need this
Go ahead,
nonsense.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, you got to set yourself up. You got to like make sure you have everything that you would want, and then you just be like in the like, oh, like let's make food, and then you're in the kitchen, and then bam, you don't have pants on, and then it's like, well, what do you mean? Like, don't make it weird, and then the next thing I know, you could be just like propped up on the counter.
Okay, now how do I transition this, right? Because I don't want to feed him. I just want this to be about me being fed, right? So should I feed him beforehand and then I like not eat a little bit? But then like I don't want to like.
I see what you're saying.
Like I don't want to like fart. Like, so should I not eat? Like,
is that like a thing that happens?
I don't know, but it could be. I never did
think
this
it has
before.
to be. You have to make sure it's a good person.
Like, do I go the route I go like when I'm about to do anal? Like,
like a full cleanse situation.
Girl, like what's the setup here? So
I don't know, but I would definitely. You got to like plant the seed prior.
yeah.
Like I'm trying to get fucked and fed. I think all girls are.
Yo, this is a great thing, right? And I don't mean like some little strawberries, some little grapes. I want hearty, thick food. I also substitute some oyster too, like just slide some oysters in my mouth too.
Yeah, that would be hot.
Yeah.
I could see that.
But that and the lamb chops. Were your
like-
lights always on?
What?
Were your lights always on?
I thought they were.
Oh.
Are they on right now?
They look brighter, I guess.
They're brighter because the
aren't
lights aren't there.
Yeah.
You want truly?
Nope, not yet.
It's funny because like the guy that I like, I don't really know anything else except for that, but he slept at my house last night. We like ended up hooking up in the middle of the night, and then next thing I know, I'm like making steak at 4 a.m.
The meat was so good you had to make more?
Well, I'm like, you fed me, so I'll feed you.
I gotta change the name of my phone to Arby's. She got the meats.
And I don't even be doing meat like that. Like, I'm like, but I literally made like rice, corn, and steak at 4:45
a.m.
this morning.
That's the fucking best breakfast in the world.
Yeah.
Wow. He did a good job then, huh?
Well, and I'm awesome.
Well, we know with the BJ book that you're awesome.
Heavy on the second part.
You know, like I'm just saying. So I was like, well, yeah, like you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. I got you. What do you need?
The funny thing about my back is it's located on my couch. So is there anything that you want to... You guys have never saw Superbad? Have you ever seen...
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Oh, okay. So, Maura, is there anything that you heard on this podcast? You've heard a lot of sexual shit being here that you want to try that you haven't tried yet?
No, I don't think so.
Is there anything...
Man, fuck that. You've been asking questions the whole time. We want to ask some questions too, Justin.
Nobody ever asked me any questions.
All right, well, you should have said that because I got some shit to say, Drake.
Go ahead.
Is there anything that you've heard on the podcast that you want to try?
I like the electric stuff that we did. I don't know what I would do with it, but it was fun.
What electric stuff?
You weren't here for it. It was when Lisa's came on, and him and
Like a shock rod?
It's like it's like electro.
so the stuff that happened.
Oh, wow.
I was talking about it earlier. The stuff that happened to her on stage. Lisa's came here with me and Theo, and everything that he did to the girl Harley, she did to me. So she whooped my ass. And then
Stop saying whoop your ass.
Yeah, you
spanked my ass.
She
Taught me a lesson.
provided a little bit of pleasure in a way that you weren't used to yet.
No, I think I find pain fun. I like pain.
See?
And
She
that's
provided
how I-
pleasure.
I don't know if it would be a sexual pleasure though, because I have a girlfriend. And, Maura always shakes her head whenever I say that. But hey,
You say the G word.
Right.
One more
Well, only
fucking time.
because I'm
Yo.
like, we know. Like, we love Ash.
Yo, did y'all see at the live show what his response was when he won his gift?
Yes.
what was it?
You were like, I'm going to take this home to my girlfriend.
Oh,
and then
hold on,
Stormy's
'cause I'm-
like, I knew your wet ass would have on stage. No,
I didn't say that, man. I promise.
If a white man shows up, he better get a present.
Oh, my
I
God.
am hollering. I'm sorry, y'all. I just do want to let y'all hear this real fast because Justin is corny as fuck. And
I'm a good boyfriend. That's what I
He's
do.
obsessed.
With being a good boyfriend.
I know.
obsessed.
Like, Ash, let me ask you a question, sis. Because I know you probably gonna listen to this. Do you ever wake up like, why are you so obsessed with me? Like, what the fuck, Justin? Have you on a Mariah Carey voice? Like, what's your
Right.
deal? Jesus
Why
Christ.
you so obsessed with me?
Everybody knows you have a girl. Okay, here it is. Everybody knows you have a girlfriend. Everybody loves Ash. Every other word out your mouth does not have to be like. You ever seen those memes? It's like my man, my man, my man, my man.
Yeah, that
You're
is.
that. My girl,
I try
my
to cover
girl,
all
my
bases
girlfriend.
because if I say something, I want to make sure before I say it that she can't get mad because I already say I have a girlfriend.
Already knows that though.
Come on, tell him again. Tell him
Like,
again.
we need like a pre, like.
We need a
prior-
pre-recorded message.
Yes.
Thank
This
you for
message-
watching this podcast. If you were unaware, Maura is chronically single and Justin has a girlfriend that he
Yes.
is obsessed with. And
All right.
Theo,
he
he's
might
an
show up.
Aquarius, so we don't fucking know what's going on.
You
Okay,
play the
so-
thing. Then we'll, this fucking language that they use in here.
Always. We always end up doing it. Come on, say something free though.
Check out Low No One. Subscribe. I'll win this back for my girl probably because I can't get over.
Gay, that's it.
Yay! Like what?
Anything that's seen, she'll see it. And if I don't say I have a girlfriend, I feel like she should be like, everyone just, you're going to use that on somebody else or something?
But
Okay,
did she
I'm
ever
not-
say that though?
But
Why do
here's
you just
my-
feel that way?
Why don't you
That's
make
a
her
good
your
question.
fiance?
Hold
or
on,
something?
this is a good question.
What?
Did she ever tell you that, or you just feel that way yourself? Like she never said that.
That I have to, wait, what did she not
That
say?
you have
Go
to
off, Robbie.
announce that you have a girlfriend or mention her every time you open your mouth or your
No,
own
but she
platform.
does listen to the podcast, and sometimes she'll be like, I can't believe you said, did they even know you have a girlfriend? I think she said that
How
once.
long ago did she say that?
A long time ago.
Exactly.
yeah,
I
it's
think you
different
need to
now.
let that go. And honestly, if she is, I love you, Ash, but that's a little toxic. And y'all need to talk about some things.
Okay. So,
Okay.
speaking of talking about some things, you know what we should do? Robbie, is the volume on? Because I feel like I just played something in there. Let's call Plead the Fifth. Thank you.
Call the first witness.
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Are you ready for this? You remember this game.
I do.
Then you're just a bunch of lousy,
Feel less silly without the glasses.
thinking cowards.
Sir, Your
Can't
Honor,
wear them. It's too much.
nothing further.
Which ones do I have?
No, but I can
You said, which ones do I have?
I just figured it out. Yes, you got the whole reindeer vibe.
It's giving very much Rudolph. You bitches could never.
The name of the game is Plead the Fifth. What's going to happen is I'm going to ask you 5 questions during this game. You plead the fifth once and only once. But if you do, you're going to have to chug a whole beer.
I'm not pleading the fifth at all today.
All right, let's find out.
Mar, are you playing too, or is this just like a me
I
thing?
think it's you, but
Oh,
I'm
what
here
the
for
fuck?
you. I always go against him during this if he tries to get people.
You should. You got to watch a whole episode to see how much Theo and Mar go against me. If I say something to Mar, Theo gets her back. If I say something to Theo, Mar gets his back. No matter what I say, it can be like, "Hey, you look good today." Like, what? Only good, not great. Everything I fucking say is a fucking fight every time. Oh, by the way, since you were here last, we've instituted a program where you can say a checkpoint. Where if you don't think you can answer this question yet, you can checkpoint it and come back to it at the end.
Did y'all also institute phoning a friend?
You want to?
Can I call someone to answer that question?
If you know somebody that will answer your question.
Okay.
Okay. First question.
Oh, can I say one thing?
Yes.
No repeats.
No repeats. What does that
Yeah,
mean?
you can't ask me something you asked me already.
Well, what if you ask me? Why would I ask you the same question? There's only 5
Because
questions.
you're fucking Mr. Everybody and you do strange shit.
And also, one question is one question.
Mark, you have to stop saying things.
I'll be like, that's the sixth question.
That's it.
What is the name of the last man you had sex with? You can phone him as a friend if you would like.
And say what?
What's your name?
No.
Oh no.
I'm not saying it. You can make a checkpoint here if you want.
I'll checkpoint it.
Okay.
Off to a rocky start.
Hey, this one might be a little bit of a softball. What's the worst lie you told your dad?
The worst lie, like it just didn't make sense.
Like the biggest like cover up kind of lie, like where you're like, oh, I was out at the movies, but you're really doing the cocaine or whatever you're doing, whatever you call those
So
cookies.
what you
earlier.
and cocaine? It's
Me?
cocaine,
No, it was
bro.
not me. You brought up cocaine earlier.
Do we need to have a talk? Do we need an intervention?
Why do you have cocaine?
It's just supposed to be a dabble, do ya?
The worst lie. Are you talking about the guy who came to the show? Because that's not my real dad.
Whichever one you want to go with.
So the guy who came to the show, that's not my real dad. That's my mentor from church. But me and my little brother call him our dad because we grew up with him. But he used to run a youth group, so I would tell like big lies growing up, like, "Oh, guys, I won't be here on Friday, or I'm not coming today because my grandma's not feeling well." But I'd be out getting dick.
And at what age?
This was like 17, 18.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, that makes sense. I got dick at 17, 18. So, question 3. What is the name? What is the name of the last man's ass you ate?
Sway.
Sway?
Mm-hmm.
In the morning?
Mm-hmm.
Is Sway a real name?
Sway is his name.
Okay, congratulations, Sway.
Sway. Whatever.
I'm guessing by his name he's black, yeah?
He's Haitian.
Okay, that's all right. Question 4. How much did you make from the live show?
That is extremely personal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Okay.
She said, what?
I made enough to know I want to have another one. You didn't ask a dollar amount, so I answered the question.
Oh, see, she's like me. Yes.
That is all right, whatever. All right.
Period.
I think that's bullshit. I think it's a cop out, but you can tell us in the comments. Question 5. How many people have you slept with?
Oh, here we fucking go
I don't
again.
Over under 100? Like, what would you say?
I don't know. I've never sat down and thought about it. And I don't have time to sit down and think about it now. I have been having sex with men and women for a very long time. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I don't have a number. But I answered the question again. So
Wow. I love her.
All right, ready for the name? We're going back to your checkpoint. You can either chug a whole one or you can answer the name of the last person you had sex with.
I can chug a whole one.
There's a truly right here for you.
Yeah, like she's not giving him free publicity. The fuck?
And this is what I'm saying. I feel like this is a little bit unfair because, right?
Mm-hmm. You've copped out of 2 questions so far.
I didn't. I answered all of your questions.
No, you
Okay,
copped
no,
out of...
I got it. The last person I had sex with was Thumper.
You're just saying random names.
That is the name. If I will open my phone right now and you'll see Thumper.
I want to see Thumper for me to agree, and I'll drink the rest of this beer if I see Thumper.
Oh, at the top. He's still activated.
Thank you.
I want to go on record and saying that all these questions were not answered correctly.
I'm going to go on record and say,
Be more specific.
come correct when you're talking to a black woman, because one thing we're going to do is get the fuck out some questions, okay? So when you come to me, make sure you're specific, because if you're not, you're going to get exactly what you asked for, which is a bunch of nothing. So I answered all the questions. Ooh. Justin can eat my ass. Ash, you can tag team in if you want to, girl. We can make it a thing. All I'm saying is I won. Fucking plead the fifth. Thank you.
I want to say that that was incorrect. Yeah, I'm going to drink this.
She really got your ass.
But no,
No, she
Okay.
did.
How didn't I? Go ahead.
She did.
No, how much did you make from the show is a specific amount. There's no questions about that. It should be a specific
It would.
number.
The proper question would have been, give the dollar amount for the money you made at the show.
See, Maura's always on the. Why do you always have to go against me, Maura?
No, I'm just saying.
Maura, why can't you just be on my team once?
If I make it easy,
Rule breaker, Robbie.
make it easy.
I don't think you should ask the question. That's besides the point. But
That's what Plead the Fifth is. It's questions that you shouldn't
No,
ask.
but that's different. That's like asking like I don't even know something that's as personal. That's like me asking how much money do you make at your job.
You want me to? I can tell you.
I don't want to know because that's bad etiquette.
I don't think of it that way. I think everyone should know how much somebody makes, and we're gonna get a raise.
That's like me asking, when's the last time you and Ash had sex, and did she come?
I don't think she did. I think it was like this past weekend. What's today?
What's the name of the person you had sex with before Ash?
I don't know.
That's
their
like
name.
me asking, who's a better lover, Ash or the person you had sex with before her?
Ash.
You're saying that because it's Ash.
Right. Tables have turned.
She did good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm drinking this Truly. I'm not happy about it. I thought I was gonna get her on one of those, but I mean, yeah.
Wow.
Congratulations, Thumper. Thumper and Mr. Miami. I think it's like you guys. You guys should hang out. We should triple date.
No.
Why? Because you don't want me to meet him.
No, I don't care.
Thumper is not even the. Thumper is a. Nope.
Is he like? How would you describe him?
We don't have sex often. I didn't even count him in the times that I was saying, like the last 2 times I had sex. We didn't even finish having sex. We got hot and said we don't want to finish fucking. We came to a consensus. And, we said we were hot.
That's like a real thing.
Yeah, we both were like sweaty and we were just like, I'm done. I think I'm done.
Okay, so I'm so glad you're saying that because I like feel like I'm broken if that happens.
You know, like that's really a thing. Like you'll never be sweating just like a little bit too much where it's like it's not sexy no more. It's like, damn, I think I'm about to pass out. Like it's a little bit dehydrated. Like it's something else going on here. Like
Or like you're just like decide that we're just not gonna finish here.
Yeah, we're just too hot to fuck. We don't need to finish. We'll catch
But there's
each other
like
on the next round.
I'm not, unfortunately, not because this hasn't happened to me because I've been too hot, but just like in general, like you'll be fucking and then it's just like this is just not gonna
like
happen today.
If we're too drunk, we're not going to get there. Let's just call it a night. I'll catch you in the morning.
Right.
Like this just isn't going to happen. Like way too much tequila. Let's just stop it here.
Right.
That's it. You'll never be too drunk where you be like, I think we should just stop it.
If I get too drunk, I either fall asleep or it's just not gonna happen.
See, you don't know your limits because if you didn't have a girlfriend and you out here passing out on women because you're too drunk.
Well, that's why I have a girlfriend because I want to pass out whenever I
That's
feel
why
like
you
it.
have a girlfriend?
That's a good reason. That's a good reason.
Drinks another Truly.
I do need another Truly. So
You got mine. I didn't open it.
oh, thanks. You're not gonna open it because apparently
Because I whooped your ass in that game.
I think other people would not be so. I don't think other
Tap
people.
in. Comment below.
Nobody's gonna choose. Nobody ever chooses my side in anything I say.
That should tell you you're wrong.
No, it's because everyone wants to hate the white bald guy with the beard and the beautiful blue eyes
And the hat
Keyword.
backwards.
and the what?
And the backwards hat.
That
I-
has not left since we left your studio.
I like it better.
I only wear it because Maura and Theo said I should wear it as Mr. Everybody, so I changed what I wear. I wish I can't wear the Fairy Garden hat though because it has that thing there, so I can't promote Fairy Garden like I would like to.
That's
Every
okay, I'll
episode.
do it.
Okay, well yeah, you do it way better than I do.
I like the backwards hat way more than the Talib Kweli hat.
But that's a good hat. Look at it. It's a good hat.
I don't care how many times you say that.
I don't think she's ever seen me in the Irish hat. Have you?
I mean, on the internet.
I wear that when I'm not wearing anything else. So, Stormy, you have a pretty popular podcast. Do you have any tips for other podcasts that are starting out or that can't get to your level of popularity?
Get your friends to promote your shit, especially if it's on their story. That costs $0. And if they're giving you pushback, you need to reevaluate what you're doing because it means you're corny and it means the people around you don't like it. And I think that you should ask him or ask them, what are some things that you think I should do? Or what tips do you have for me to put it on your story, whatever the case may
Like
be.
what will make it worth it to
Yeah,
you?
because a lot of times you'll ask your friends like, yeah, can you post my stuff? And they're like, yeah, I got you, bro, or X, Y, and Z. But they don't ever post it.
It's
And
so weird.
Then you feel weird asking them like, well, why won't you post it? You know what I
Right.
mean? So ask your friends because they know you best, and not on some following shit. Just like you will post a
Beyonce.
random celebrity's baby.
Yeah.
You'll post another celebrity's podcast or their cookbook, but I'm asking you to post somebody who you actually know who needs the promotion. Why aren't you doing it?
1,000%.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But sometimes the shit really be corny and they don't know how to tell you that it's corny. So you have to ask and have those open conversations. Like, do you have any tips? Like, send them the clips first. You got any tips? And it's also important to make sure you don't got a bunch of yes men around you. Don't tell me no, it's popping, like it's cool, but then you won't put that shit up. Like, you know what I mean? That's corny. So that's one thing. For second, I would say, if you're releasing your podcast, you also have to make sure that you are dropping clips on social media. And it don't matter if, you only have 300 followers, right? All the clips that I put out on social media, my downloads for that week are always better than when I don't. Because it takes 1 or 2 people to share it to somebody, who's going to share it to somebody, who's going to share it to somebody. And that's how you end up having people who you don't know, like these 2 white women at this show.
Right.
Okay, probably. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So those things I think is important. I'd also say be consistent. Like, my podcast turned 3 on the 16th, and there are so many people who started podcasts with me that do not have podcasts right now, are doing nothing. And these are people that were doing better than me when I started. So if you're not consistent, or if you're around people who aren't consistent, you got to let that shit go. Like, you got to do what you have to do for you and, like, strive to be the best person you can be, right? And I think the last thing I would say for people who are starting a new podcast is don't go out and buy a bunch of equipment. You don't need a bunch of equipment. I started my podcast literally recording on my phone, on the Anchor app, on my living room floor. Now, yes, I'm in a studio, and, but my schedule now doesn't give me the time that I had then to edit, a full hour show and do all my promo clips and X, Y, and Z. But when you first start, you don't need to buy no $500 mic. You don't need to take a whole bunch of classes. All you need to do is find out who your core audience is, apply to them, and let that shit rock.
Yeah, so I didn't have like any social media before, so it was hard for me to actually get into like tell people to promote my stuff because I didn't have I don't really have any friends outside of the podcast world. Like, I have like Robbie. Like, I don't have that many that I actually talk to. I used to talk to a lot of people, but then I kind of like stopped talking to people for a long time. And it was hard to like promote the show, but having people like Maura on and Theo who have like a bunch of like social media friends like obviously helps. But I want to call somebody who's a pretty big fan of yours, actually.
Me?
Oh,
So he's been on the show before.
God.
He was on the show before. Do you remember this? And we
how would
called
I
you. We called you before. Robbie, is the volume on for Bluetooth? So I don't know if he's gonna answer right now.
Can I just talk?
You can talk if he answers.
He'll know exactly who it is.
Yeah, he's gonna know. He knows who you are.
What's his name? Tell her name.
John.
Yeah.
Hello.
Damn, baby, what's up?
What's up?
I'm just saying, like, I've been trying to get in contact with you for a minute. What's going on?
Am I on there?
You're on the Love and Then What podcast. How you doing, Johnny?
What's going on? How's everybody doing?
Good.
We're doing good. Stormy's here. She wanted to say hello.
Yeah, I heard they was gonna put me on with Giant with the big dick. I said, damn, baby, I can't wait.
Instead, they called me. Damn, my bad.
John, but you got that 9-inch dick, right? Wasn't that what you called it?
Wait,
He has a belly
Nah,
button.
man. It's 8 3/4, but I got fat again, so I'm down to like 7 or something.
Shit happens.
Wait, you get
Yeah,
fatter,
but I
you
was-
lose your dick?
He has a belly lock though, so he puts his belly on your back and it arches it for you.
Is that my homegirl Maura?
Yes. I got you.
Yeah, Maura. I was trying to learn Maura about it, but she likes them 6 packs.
Listen, I heard
Yeah.
fat boys is where it's at. I heard fat men last longer.
Yeah, I know. I commented under your post, but you're like, "Nah, I ain't answering this weirdo."
There are literally 5,000 comments under that post. Not even trying to
Yeah,
be funny.
But look, I only left one.
You said what?
I only left one comment though. That's the one that counts.
So you wanted me to find that one comment in 5,000 comments.
Hell yeah.
It's the confidence for me, baby. This mic can work. I ain't gonna hold you.
Plus, I was blessed with the tongue of a lesbian.
Okay. That's a great starting point. Now, question: are you flexible?
For a big man, very.
Now define big. You mean big tall or big wide?
A little bit of both.
It's a combo.
Okay.
I'm 6'1". I'm probably like Trey right now.
Oh, you can't get on nothing to rise at Six Flags. Okay, baby. Yeah, give it to me. All right.
Who can't? Who can't? I can still get on that ride.
Well, listen.
I am the ride. That's the, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't mad at it. Energy. Listen, I was just wondering, if things were to get serious between us.
They already have.
Oh, well, come on, somebody. Hey, would you have a problem with feeding me while we were fucking?
Oh my God, he'd be perfect.
Feeding you?
Yes, lamb chops.
Is that not like a normal Tuesday night or something?
Oh, I'm getting married. I'm getting married, y'all.
Who don't do that?
Oh,
you gotta
shit.
eat. You gotta
ring the bells.
You eat. I eat.
I hear wedding bells. I hear wedding bells. Congratulations, John. I can't wait for your nuptials.
Listen, I wear a size
Stormy
8
Pea and
on
Johnny
my ring
B.
finger. Listen, I wear a size 8 on my ring finger. I wear a size 8 shoes, and I wear a size 8 pants. So I expect a gift on our first date.
And I'm rocking 8, so this all makes sense.
Okay, boom.
88888.
Is that a game?
I really don't. I
Angel
just
number.
Oh.
yeah.
All right, John. Thanks for
where's Theo?
Theo's not here because Theo's Theo.
Oh damn.
Listen, y'all ain't gonna keep playing my friend like this. I'm gonna tell you.
That's light skin.
No.
All right,
Yo,
Johnny.
you gotta give me more than an hour and a half notice, man. I would have definitely been up there hanging out with my
Yeah, well, Theo never tells us when he's not going to be here until an hour and a half.
He did better today.
He did better today, but not great. All right, Johnny, thank you. You want to promote anything before I hang up on you?
Yeah, don't forget tune in to Love and Then What.
I love you, Johnny.
You.
All right, Johnny.
See,
thanks, buddy.
All right, Stormy, I'll see you when you get home.
All right, babe. Bye.
Bye.
Plot twist. That's actually Thumper.
Thumpy! That's awesome.
Yo.
So, the other day we were talking about with me, you, Theo. Sorry, me, Maura, Theo, Kirsten.
Uh-huh.
Toxic masculinity. What the fuck is that? What is it?
I don't know if I want this right now.
What is it?
It's like a whole episode.
I know. I'm trying to gather my
Because
thoughts.
it goes, it can go both ways. Because it's like real, but it's not real. It's real. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I believe in duality, and I know that in order for femininity to thrive, masculinity needs to be present, and vice versa. It's when the masculinity like puts you into your masculine is when it's toxic. Does that make sense?
No.
It's like, okay, there's like
Can you give me an
masculinity that
example?
makes you feel safe and seen and supported. And then there's masculinity that makes you feel unsure, confused.
less than
Can you give me an example of?
men who think, and the men on the internet
Yeah, I think
who think that they are superior.
high value men.
Simply because they were born with the penis.
Yeah.
They have nothing else of value to add, but they were born with the penis, so they are automatically superior.
Well, so I've been like delving into this because I have a lot of like high masculinity men that are around me, which are some of the same men that will give me a hard time when I talk about sexuality, which is that's toxic masculinity, is like to shame, in my opinion, to like try and create like sex to be one thing for one sex and another thing for a different sex.
The double standards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think right now, in particularly, the whole body count conversation that is like flooding the internet is very interesting and telling at the same time. Have you seen the podcast Fit and Fresh? Mm-mm. It's like a podcast out of Miami. It's like,
oh, I know. Yeah, I do know.
So I watched my first episode yesterday.
Trash. You ain't need that.
And I'm just like, okay, but why are we having the same conversation about men and women?
Respectfully, right? The men on Fit and Fresh, right? They give me very much men who couldn't get coochie when they were young, and now that they're popular, they're getting coochie.
Right.
And now they want to shit on all the bitches who didn't give them coochie back then.
Right, because they need you to be like 10 years younger than them and this, that, and the third.
You got to be 10 years younger than them.
You can't have a body count over 3.
But bro, like,
but like you want to slut them out.
But honestly,
that doesn't make sense.
Not only do you want to slut them out, and I think this is what goes along with toxic masculinity. If you didn't have your podcast, half these bitches wouldn't fuck you.
Right.
Period.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even be in the same room with you.
Well, and that's the other thing too. It's like no one is even discussing that part of things.
No.
Because it's like, okay, what is a high value man to me? Like a high value man to me is someone who like has all their P's and Q's in order in the sense of like, you know, is like financially literate, financially stable / like growing their worth and like planning for the future and like someone who values their body so they work out and like is also in touch with their feelings in a sense, but like I think high value men is like, in their opinion, like someone who can take care of like a female.
And in their opinion, high value men has a monetary connotation. It's not just about money. Like,
well, and I'm like, y'all are so high value, and the only thing you're talking about is women who ain't shit, and like
all y'all talking about is the women who hurt you,
right?
When you weren't that nigga, and now that you're that nigga, you want to shit on these bitches. We don't want to hear that.
Like, I just feel like I'm like, why are we having the same conversation? If you're so high value, bring me new conversations and teach me and educate me on other things.
And this is that toxic masculinity. They gear their conversations towards men who are exactly where they used to be, who aren't necessarily a typical version of high value, and who want these women that are out of their leagues but feel like they're getting shit on just because they're not in their leagues. Like, plot twist, everybody ain't for everybody. So like, some women are going to be out of your league because you're not in that gym yet. Like, dog, you are JV. And it's nothing wrong with being JV. There are some nice fucking people in JV, but everybody can't be varsity. There are some women that are not going to be obtainable to you. That's the bottom line. I don't care how much you get on this internet with your Twitter finger saying all the mean, ruthless shit you want to, them bitches are still going to be out of your league.
Well, and then so like my other thing is like, this conversation is like existing because it's like, okay, we're here to procreate and like da-da-da-da-da. It's like, talk about your feelings. Like, you are like you're completely like not avoiding a whole like realm of other things. Like, in the sense of like, okay, cool. You can procreate and you can take care of your family and you can get like, there's still bitches that want you. Great. I love that for you. However, like, you're not just here to procreate. Like, you're here to like live. And like, when you're living, that's like loving on people, connecting with people. Like, that's not soft. That's not feminine. Like, that's human. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. And the crazy part about it is a lot of times they be like, oh, well, men shouldn't be emotional. Men shouldn't be this.
It's like, that narrative is so toxic. Like, and y'all are the one who keep perpetuating it.
You keep building up all these emotions inside of you. You know what's going to happen? I'm going to come home and call you a fat bitch and you're going to cry, or you're going to want to knock my fucking head off because you've been holding all these emotions in for so long. Now you're a pressure cooker. And now you're going to try to take all that shit out on me. No.
I'm not a fat bitch.
I'm not a fat bitch. Like, damn.
I noticed when you said JV, you looked right at me.
Listen,
are you calling me a JV guy?
What I'm saying is,
wait, am I a JV guy?
A hit dog gonna holler, ain't he?
I'm not JV.
I'm dead.
All right, JV bitches. All right, Maura, is there a JV Maura moment?
Oh, yeah, actually.
Yep.
I have a thought. So,
a moment.
Well, it's going to take a moment, as you know, for me to explain anything.
Do you want to? All right, I want you to understand that your clips. All right, so there's a clip that she won't let me post right now. The T.O. post took about 20 minutes to make. When I say 20 minutes length of time, so it takes about 2 hours to make. Who was the guy? Russ?
What? It took 2 hours to make
Your
that?
Russ one took almost 3 hours to make because it was over like a 20, 30 minute period. You know how much likes and ums you have in your sentences?
You know what's on my vision board right now? My goal list is to get a speaking coach.
I want you to edit one of our podcasts and realize what goes into making a clip for you.
Wait, do you take all the ums and likes out?
Yeah.
That's very nice of you.
It takes a
appreciate
very
that.
long time.
I know.
And then there's a
Now
lot of
you
like
know why I don't want to put my podcast
there's a lot of
out.
conversations where you go, you'll start talking about. So let's say it's
called ADD.
I know. Okay. So go to your Mara moment. We'll talk about it on the podcast.
Unmedicated.
Go
Okay.
to your Mara moment and then.
My Mara moment today is just that I wish that people were more concerned with how they feel than how things look.
It was weird because you just said you wanted a guy to work out a lot. So go on.
Not because of how he looks, though, because of how he values himself.
You know what? I agree. And granted, I know that I am a little bit shallow, right? But in the same token, I put a lot of effort into myself. And because I put so much effort into myself, I want someone who is willing to do the same effort so that when there are certain situations where you don't understand why I don't want to go a certain place if I'm not dressed a certain way, or I don't want to do a certain thing because other people might see me there and that's not really a place I'm supposed to be.
Right.
Like if you're putting that much attention into yourself, you get it too. You know what I mean?
Right. And it's like you're building something. It's bigger than you too. You know, it's your business at this point. So I totally get that. But
Man, fuck that. I'm just a lady and I want to look nice.
Well, that too. But yeah, I mean, and your outside is a reflection of like your inside. Unfortunately, it's true. Like, let's call a spade a spade. It matters to some degree what you look like.
Okay. So
even if it isn't, it can be different. You know what I'm saying?
So I want to ask you a question. I want you to answer it honestly.
Okay.
Have you benefited from pretty girl privilege?
Yeah.
When's the last time you benefited from pretty girl privilege?
Well, it's funny. My trainer just explained this to me yesterday.
So you didn't even know.
More benefits every day.
No, because it's new.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm telling you right now, I never have been valued for how I look ever in my life until the past like year or two.
Has your image changed over the last year or two?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
I've always been funny. I've always been smart. Much to what you believe or not, but that's true because he's always like, Maura doesn't know anything. No, I've always been very smart and I've always been valued for the things I can contribute to, like intellectually or like in a comedy sense. Like, oh, she's so funny. Da, 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 da. Like, I was always the duff. So it's funny because now it's not that. And I'm just like, wait, what? And like, obviously I bottle serve too, which that whole thing, when they were like, Maura, you're going to bottle serve, I was like, so do you like shoot meth or do you like smoke it? Like, I don't know how you do. Like,
She
what
can
do you
bring up
mean?
Coke if she wants, but not.
You know what I mean?
She has a vagina. How many times do I have to tell you this? Pretty girl privilege. Mind your fucking business, Justin. Go ahead.
But
Mind
so
your
yesterday,
motherfucking
my
business.
trainer said that to me because I was wearing one of my shirts at the gym, and one of the guys was like, "Oh, I want one. Can you bring me one?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So I brought one, and Tay's like, "Bruh, you are a pretty white girl. Like, you need to be working this shit." And I'm like, trolled out like after the gym, like, "What do you mean?"
Wait, Mar, you don't understand that you're pretty?
I know I'm pretty now. Today. Well, maybe today. I don't know. I didn't. And it's like, but also like currently, like I'm dealing with this situation where I'm not. So a guy that I am dealing with,
Mr. Miami,
is used to a different type of girl. Like I'm probably one of the only white girls he's ever got with. And so that is like a new level for me that I'm like having to work through because I'm like, first off, stop telling me.
Please. Oh my God.
I still have to deal with that with my current relationship, which I'm not going to bring up. So the people that I got with before my current relationship, she'll still bring up what they look like in comparison to her. I don't care about what other people look like that I hooked up with in my past at all.
But a lot of people do.
I love
And
this
it
person
also-
for who she is. I don't care about the other shit that I used to. Just because I put my dick in something else doesn't mean I won't put my dick in that thing.
Well,
Can you please fix your headband?
I don't know what's going on with the headband. Oh, it's back there?
Also, the next time I come on, I would like to take a shot every time Justin brings up his girlfriend.
You're going to be fucked up.
Everybody's going to be turned. Make
I-
sure we
but I
all
was trying to
Uber
be-
that
I
way.
was- I think I made a good
See,
point.
you see how your voice goes up when you start lying? You never know. But yeah, next time I come on, we all have to Uber. Okay.
That's a good point. So let's get to the promotion aspect. Mar, do you want to start off with your promotions?
just Fairy Garden, per usual.
But how do they find Fairy Garden? If this is the first episode they've ever listened to,
FairyGardenMindset.com.
why do you always look at me? There's cameras. You always look at me.
Sorry, I'm talking to you. Where am I going? There's more cameras.
All these cameras are on here, Robbie.
Wow. We gotta work actually on which camera is for me, but that's a different conversation for a different day. FairyGardenMindset.com, and MarbyXO on Instagram, or Fairy Garden Mindset on Instagram also. And I would like to promote Lovin' Them What and Chocolate Chips and Sip. Thank you. And Wawa.
And Wawa should be a sponsor. And truly should be a sponsor. Stormy, what would you like to promote?
Hi guys, it's your favorite baby mama, Stormy Pea. I want you guys to know Chocolate Chip and Sip podcast, the modern day female perspective, focusing on sex, female relationships, and culture, and all types of other good things, right? We drop an episode every Friday morning on all major streaming platforms. Follow me on the gram at Stormy P, PEA, at Chocolate Chip and Sip. And if you don't remember anything else, I love Loving Them What.
We love you, Stormy. Thank you again for coming back. This is our 4th time on the show. First.
Wow.
And you know what else? Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
Hey, congratulations. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. Hanukkah, something. Happy Hanukkah? Merry Hanukkah. I'll do it different. So check out Fairy Garden Mindset. Check out MarbyXO. Check out Stormy P, Chocolate Chip and Sip.
Why are you looking at me? You got 3 cameras.
Ooh.
She finally called me on my shit. Finally, somebody has called me on my shit. Nobody calls me out here. That's my camera. Hey, camera. So check out, obviously, this episode of Lovin' That What. If you're only listening, you want to see what I look like. I do not look like Peter Dinklage. More like Brad Pitt, less like Peter Dinklage. My dick might be as small as this. Doesn't matter. Check out Chocolate Chip and Sip if you want to actually see what she looks like. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Lovin' Them What, Chocolate Chip and Sip. Maura might have a podcast coming out soon. I keep trying to get her to tell me to come over, but
Bruh,
she
I have
won't.
6 episodes now, and it's actually like embarrassing. It's
I
actually
agree.
embarrassing.
I agree that it's a very easy 3-button push to get you to edit an episode.
Like, one of my guests was like, "When is our podcast coming out?" And I'm just like, "This is so embarrassing."
Why aren't you putting it out?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's like
honesty for me.
blocking blessings. It's like my favorite pastime. It's a sin.
Yeah, so press the button, Robbie, and then we're going to all scold Maura.
Yes.
Merry Christmas!
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Your Mamada.